What's up, Guru Gang? Welcome to the Inner Sanctum. I'm Yoda Guru. Come on in, sit, stay, relax, put your feet up, grab a couple snacks, have yourself a hot cold beverage, your choice, your prerogative. My sanctum is your sanctum, and enjoy my reaction to episode number 15 of the hit Sci-Fi series created by J. Michael Straczynski, Babylon 5. And this episode is titled Grail. And let's not waste any time and get into the reaction of episode 15. Before we do, if you enjoyed any of my content, whether it be from my Inner Sanctum channel or YG Anime channel for all things anime, link right up there. Check that out. Help support both channels. Like I said, if you enjoyed any of my content, if you enjoyed either content for your channel, make sure hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell in order to be notified of any future videos being posted on either channel. And when it comes to this episode or reaction video that you want to see ahead of time before it's posted on my channel, check out my Patreon. It's only $3 for my early access. And that's where you get other reaction videos they haven't had chance to see yet before it's posted on either my YG Anime channel or Inner Sanctum channel. So that link, along my social media links, along my 4 volumes of So Says the Guru, a link to my Amazon KDP, working on volume 5. Check that out when it comes out eventually. And all those links located underneath this video in the description section. And with that said, let's get into episode number 15 of Babylon 5. Title this episode Grail, alright? Here we go.
Ron requesting docking clearance.
Transport Von Ron, you're cleared for docking in Base 7.
Ivanova.
Acknowledge, Babylon Control.
They say food digests better if you chew it first.
Oh, Delenn and Lanier.
I'm surprised to see you here.
Aren't you going to greet our distinguished guest?
Oh, a
He's
guest.
docking even now.
We wanted to be among the first to offer our reverences.
I wasn't informed.
Sinclair didn't know.
We must not keep you waiting.
Don't make him and Bari angry.
I'll take care of this for you. It wouldn't hurt to have an honor guard there. If Delenn thinks this is something special.
In other words, if I'm going, you're going.
Take so!
Never boarding me.
Hey, it's the guy from Newhart, Daryl. Where's his other brothers, Daryl and Daryl?
Money when you needed it, so you're gonna have to
Pay up on those old debts.
Ooh,
With interest.
he owes him
100,000 credits.
100,000.
I can't. Nobody could.
Of course you can.
Ooh,
Her name is Miriam Running Deer.
Miriam.
Talk, even agreed to testify today.
Ooh, testify.
I told her that was a mistake.
Ooh, that's not good. Ooh.
Do you get the message, Jinxo?
Good. Now, I'm giving you 300 cycles.
To either get me the credits you owe or the information I need. Because by then,
You'll be hungry again. Won't you, Ambassador?
Ambassador Kosh.
That's not Kosh. Whatever's inside of that thing, that's not Kosh.
Your Honor, a few days later, my great-grandfather Amos...
There's a court in Babylon 5.
Everyone he'd been
Of
taken
course
away
there
with
is.
ship by Henry. We went through their archives, we found proof that his great-grandfather abducted my great-grandfather and just took him away in a
Abducted
space...
years ago.
Frankly, Your Honor, we want damages. How do you plead?
Damages of an abduction that happened years ago. That's his plead.
Could I please have a translation?
Translation. Not guilty, guilty.
That is him.
Oh, him.
You met him before.
No, but he has the look.
Do we have the privilege of greeting Aldous Geich?
Ambassador Delenn, I did not expect to meet a person of such importance.
This is Commander Sinclair.
This is my security chief, Mr. Garibaldi. I'm sorry, Mr. Geitz, but
Just Aldous, please.
I'm afraid I wasn't notified that you were coming, nor why.
That's entirely my fault, Commander. Since my business isn't Earth-related, I didn't think to inform you of my mission when I arrived.
Which is?
I am seeking the sacred vessel of regeneration, the cup of the goddess, or by its more common name, The Holy Grail.
Oh, the Holy Grail.
As in King Arthur. The Last Supper.
It has many names, but only one promise. My order has been searching for the Grail for millennia. Since there's nowhere else left on Earth to search, I've taken the search out.
And the Minbari hold him in high regard.
We look forward to meeting with you at the appointed hour, honored seeker.
Commander,
I'm puzzled by your reaction to Mr. Geige. Do you object to his mission?
On Earth, the Grail is nothing but a myth. It's a nice story to tell your kids. For someone to spend his entire life looking for it is... it's not often taken very seriously.
it doesn't matter.
That his Grail may or may not exist. What matters is that he strives for the perfection of his soul,
The salvation of his race.
He's probably the only true seeker we have.
that perhaps you do not know yourself as well as you think.
Hold it right there. Yeah, you never get any...
Garibaldi knows.
I needed the
He stole it.
Mr. Geige, you need to find a more secure place for your money, and I'll have to ask you to come along while we settle this with the ombuds. In this instance, I'll have to insist you're a material witness. It won't take long.
Take a little detour for his journey for the Holy Grail.
Just got the word. Another lurker had his brain mulched. Make me a happy man. Let me clean out down below. If I put all my teams out, I can wipe out 9/10 of the crime rate in one sweep.
What are you going to do, Mr. Garibaldi? Shove them out on airlock?
That's an idea.
Tempt me. So, who's the victim?
Miriam Running Deer.
What?
Garibaldi knew her.
She ran that shop in Red 26.
Mm.
She was the only person with enough guts to testify against that lurker ran nuisance
Ooh,
protection.
okay.
This is your third arrest for petty.
Jinxo's third arrest.
You have an excellent history as a
Grade 10 zero-gravity constructor on all 5 of the Babylon stations.
You are barred from
Re-entry to this station for a period of 5 years.
You can't do that!
I've got to stay here. Please.
Ombuds Wellington, if I could have a word.
Uh-oh.
Approach. Yes. Although I fear I may have temporarily taken leave of my sanity, I hereby withdraw my former judgment and remand
Thomas into the remedial custody of Aldous Guy.
Jinx, 240 cycles left.
Ooh. He wants his money. It's 100,000 credits.
Muzichenko. You stand accused of extortion.
Will Miriam Running
Dear, come forward, please.
Well,
Miriam's
it's gonna be a
in
problem.
Just barely alive. She's been brainwaved.
Is there other evidence to be
Presented
The secondary evidence previously submitted
is insufficient.
I did, but I am unable to proceed without a witness.
He's free to go.
Case dismissed.
And the case is missed.
So why'd you help me?
I've never even seen you before.
What I want to know is why you believe you can't leave this station.
He owes
If I
money.
do, it'll blow up or disappear or something else awful like that'll happen. But it's real. The Babylon curse.
No, I'm not laughing.
Babylon curse.
I've spent the better part of my life searching for something that no one else believes in. And I will continue searching until I die.
Listen, did you ever wonder what really happened to the first 4 Babylon stations?
Ooh.
They don't have the curse. I am the curse.
Oh, he is a curse. Well, oh.
Station's infrastructure collapsed. Sabotage. They never found out who.
I remember.
So I went to work on the second one. I took leave a second time, and that station was sabotaged. And then when B3 blew up, well, that's when I got the name Jinxo. When I went to work on B4, I didn't take any leave. I was there every minute until we finished it. But as I was leaving on the shuttle, I looked back, and the station just sort of wrinkled, twisted like putty, and just disappeared.
And disappeared.
Commander, we found something that may explain the brainwipe victims.
Once I ruled out the possibility of a machine that left only something organic.
So I ran a search on the xenobiogenic farm.
A quasi-sentient beast called the Nakaline feeder, kept under heavy quarantine.
Napaline feeder.
Not much there, not even a visual record.
These feeders have been smuggled on board.
It's Deuce. Gotta be. This bunch are all set up to smuggle in something like this.
I wonder how much Londo knows about that sector. It's in his jurisdiction. Ambassador.
Sinclair, my good friend, what can I do for you?
I'm looking for some information on a life form in Centauri jurisdiction. A Nakaline feeder.
Oh.
Hideous creatures. We lost an entire colony before we threw up a quarantine. The only good Nakaline is a dead man. This is, of course, a purely theoretical question.
No.
A whim of yours.
It's real.
Not really.
Not.
Uh-oh.
It couldn't be. Here? I'll have Beef transfer the files to you immediately.
Uh-oh. You know it's serious when Londo is scared.
We searched our records very thoroughly on this secret. We regret if the news disappoints.
You have been kind beyond my expectations.
I've sent word back to my homeworld, which will then be relayed to all of our outposts and colonies. If there is any news about this Grail, our people will find you.
Top security stuff. I'm surprised Lon gave it to you so easily.
He couldn't do it fast enough. He's locked himself in his room for the duration.
You think we should
He's
just...
staying in his room. That's how scared he is.
Commander. Just finished the new test. It's definitely a feeder. After factoring in the Centauri brainwave differences, patterns are almost identical.
I want to track down a little thief named Jinxo. I saw Deuce talking to him in the courtroom. Maybe he knows how that feeder got on board.
This is Aldous Gaich, the Earther who's looking for the cup object called the Holy Grail.
I was hoping with a long trade history between Earth and Centauri that you would make a good prospect.
Yes. Now I
touch some feelers.
About trade history, given that you provided us with
Though minimal description, there's nothing that seems to fit exactly. But you're more than welcome to examine this data crystal.
If I hadn't gotten to know you, I'd swear you were a few G's short of floating off. I mean, how did you get into this in the first place?
I kept the accounts for one of the major Earth corporations. Lived in a world of numbers. We took a vacation to visit the Mars colony the first time. Halfway across the Amazon, this Phoenicia, one Sunday the ground gave way beneath us. I woke up in hospital with a few bumps and bruises. Sarah. The children. Gone.
Oh. A traumatic experience. A life-changing experience. Lost his family.
I went back to work, but the numbers didn't add up anymore. Nothing made sense anymore. So finally, one day, I just left. Then I met a man. He said he was the last of his kind. He told me that I was a man of infinite promise. And when I was dying, he gave me this stuff.
Passed it on.
Now I'm the last.
Uh-oh. Judge is in danger.
Grail, how can you find something if you don't even know what it looks like?
Sometimes it's a search that...
Well, that's not good.
Hey, Jigsaw, it's time.
We've come to collect.
is under my protection. Please leave.
They don't care. Oh! Nice.
Man, oh man, you shouldn't have done that. I mean, it was great. You don't know what... Oh, they're gonna be so...
You can learn whatever you want to learn because you are a man of infinite promise and goodness.
Oh, come off it.
The very fact that you're still here on B5 is proof of that.
Even though he doesn't know it.
Good man, Thomas. See yourself for what you are. Not what...
Encouraging him to break free from Babylon 5.
This is our last stop. If he doesn't know where it is, I'll have to move on.
So who we see now?
Gosh.
No! Get away from him! Get him! I saw him! I saw him do it! He sucked your brain dry!
Thomas! Excuse me, Ambassador, perhaps later?
I know you're there.
What the hell did you come down here for? That thing. Gosh, you didn't see what it did. It's terrible.
Thomas, whatever you saw, it's obviously important.
There they are!
Oh, that's not good. Oh! Oh!
You've got 10 minutes to reach Deuce. If you don't show, we feed your friend to the borderline.
That's not good.
I have Garibaldi on the link.
Sinclair.
How about Wellington didn't make it back to court after his recess? One of my people checked it out and called me in. I checked his quarters and the place is a mess.
There's a judge dead. Oh, the judge is alive. Never mind. Yep, the fake Kosh. There he is, Jinxo.
No, wait, you gotta help me. They got all this. They took him, and Deuce is gonna feed him to the Vorlon.
Vorlon?
Like the whole thing.
I'll get a security team.
Now?
Garibaldi, track my signal. Jinxo's taking me to Deuce and the feeder. They've got Aldous too. Get a security team there on the double. Will do. Let's go.
Ooh, the feeder. He's walking forward.
Is under
towards
my
it.
protection.
What are you doing?
He's facing the fear.
There's nothing in the dark. No fear. No pain. Only the
He's not backing down.
Show yourself.
Yeah, it's a feeder. Ooh, face to face. Oh, comes the cavalry. Kind of like alien vibe going.
What's the situation?
The feeder's in here somewhere. So's Aldous.
Oh. Ooh. What's Jigsaw gonna do? Oh, he's saving the judge. Watching out for someone else.
Look out!
Oh! Before he gets the judge. There you go. Got him.
Too late.
Don't say that.
He's got shot in the arm.
No. My search is over.
Oh. Already?
No one left.
Him.
I'll do it.
He's taking on the journey for him. Pass it down.
I want to do it.
I named Thomas. Heir and successor. Everything
I witnessed this last testament.
Has a new purpose in life. And passed away, passed on.
We've confiscated the vacant encounter suit. It's a pretty close match to your own, at least from the outside. Why? Deuce wanted the people to think that he had the Vorlons working for him. Figured it would add to his image and intimidate people. Why? Well, after all, no one knows exactly what you look like. That makes some people a little nervous. Good.
Good.
I'm surprised to see you here.
You shouldn't be. After all, I'm not surprised to see you.
It's a hard thing to live your life searching for something and never find it.
Are you speaking of Aldous? Or someone else?
Both. Him. Why Earth Bar War ended. Transporting his body.
Pretty gently, boys.
With honor and respect.
I thought Jigsaw was supposed to be here to see him. You know, home.
There he is. Kept his word, kept his promise.
Put this on the ground where he rests. Crash it.
Basically honoring,
Each night for 100 years.
continuing on his journey.
It is our way. With all truth seekers.
He's not running away anymore.
For what it's worth, that'll be fine.
He's going towards something that he's trying to be enlightened with. His purpose.
Hey. Take care, Jigsaw.
He means that in a genuine way.
My name. Thomas.
Yep.
Are you sure it's dead?
I'm positive. Dead as a rock. I saw it with my own eyes.
Londo's still locked in his room.
Well, there you are, Veer. I told you there was nothing to worry about. Where is it?
The doc's dissecting it. Wants to try and figure out how it can move so fast. He's learning all kinds of things about when they're about to attack. They get quiet. So the key is, as long as you can hear them, as long as there's noise around, you're safe.
He's messing with him.
It's very interesting. It's awfully quiet out here, isn't it?
Londo locking beer out.
There he goes. Jinx.
Tell me what you thought about that curse.
What curse? You know, that bit about if he leaves Babylon 5, the same thing that happened to the Babylons 1, 2, 3, 4.
You're not taking it seriously, are you?
Me? No. Of course not. You?
No.
Cross your fingers.
Now.
No boom?
No boom.
No boom.
No boom.
No boom today. Boom tomorrow. There's always a boom tomorrow. What? Look, somebody's got to have some damn perspective around here. Boom. Sooner or later.
Yeah. All right, episode number 15 of Babylon 5, Talos episode, Grail. And this episode is mainly about searching for meaning, purpose, and this individual who I remember from the movie Tron is just basically roaming and on a journey to find the infamous Holy Grail. It has many names over the years, but and this individual has been searching for a long time, and to the point where the Minbari have considered him a man of high esteem, very respectful. Although Sinclair and Garibaldi don't take it very seriously, the Minbari do, especially when it comes to a man of wisdom and just an individual who has a purpose, who has taken upon himself to continue on a journey in order to find something that may never be found, but is willing to set aside everything in his life to fulfill that purpose. And during his journey, he comes across an individual named Jinxo, a very quirky individual who has gotten in trouble with Daryl from Newhart. And he's in trouble with him, but he owes him a lot of credits, and he's threatened his life is threatened, and the guy Daryl is an individual who has gotten in trouble himself, but was able to escape, to get away with his crimes because of using an alien eater that that Londo is fearful of. His people are fearful of. Is so fearful that he gives the information quickly to Sinclair, and that's how things are serious when Londo just basically gives up the information easily. And in any case, Jinxo thinks that that feeder is actually a Vorlon that's named Kosh, according to Daryl, the Newhart Daryl. no, we all know that that's a fake Kosh, and but in the meanwhile, uh, Jinx has been attached to this prophetic man this sees who sees a potential a potential pupil in him, and he shares the pupil shares Jigsaw shares his life story of how he's been on all the Babylon fives, and they've all been either destroyed or disappeared. But from a certain point of view, he was lucky enough to get away from that. So ultimately, he ends up taking on hit the journey himself. And even though the Grail may not be a physical representation of what they're looking for, but it's it's during that journey that you'll find a sense of peace and wisdom and sharing sharing his that sort of peace and knowledge of what he's gonna learn as he journeys for his own sense of purpose and having that incentive of just looking out for his searching for his own sort of holy grail. It may not be physical, but it's like more of a metaphorical and finding your own source of peace and answers of what life is meant, what life truly means. Instead of because of after passing it on. The previous traveler journeyman was living in the corporate world with a family, and due to traumatic experiences, he ended up just trying to find the answers. Nothing fulfilled him anymore because of living in the corporate world. So yeah, he ends up just going on a journey, and he ends up meeting someone who gives him the staff, and then he ends up meeting someone who was lost as he was. So in his travels, he's found simplistic answers and a simplistic life, and he wants to pass it on to someone else who is actually doing what he was doing. And his name is now Thomas, and Garibaldi, who has never really thought of Jigsaw as someone who's worth a damn. He is actually genuinely basically just wants to see him do well for the most part. So yeah, and good thing the Babylon 5 didn't explode or anything like that when he left. So, in any case, I hope you enjoyed my reaction to episode 15, Grail, because in a sense, everyone's searching for something in this life, and whether it be attainable, it's that journey to get there that you'll be able to understand what that journey means to you, and seeking knowledge and attaining knowledge while you're doing it. The experiences of it all, and Sinclair has been trying to search for that Holy Grail himself, and wanting to know what really happened to him, and Delenn is involved. So yeah. In any case, hope you enjoyed my reaction. Like I said, if you're watching this ahead of time, then you're a member of my early access for my Patreon, for my early access for which is $3. So that link, along my social media links, along my 4 volumes, So Says the Guru, link to my Amazon KDP. We're working on Volume 5. Check that out when it comes out eventually. And like I said, if you enjoyed any of my content, whether it be my Inner Sanctum channel or YG Anime channel for all things anime, link right up there. Check that out. I'll support both channels. And like I said, if you enjoyed any of my content, for your channel, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell in order to be notified of any future videos being posted on either channel. And with that said, tip my hat to you. May the force be with you. Fist Type High Five. Until next time for episode 16 of Babylon 5. Alright? Later.